everyone is so shocked for the lady that is getting divorced because she's super bored. I'm not surprised at all, because I talked to so many women. To me, it was just absolutely normal, because I had a coworker, she got divorced because she lost weight. And that was exactly her reason. She said, I lost weight. I don't want to be with the same guy that I've been for 10 years. So, and I don't know. I mean, I didn't react to anything. I didn't even know. At that time, I was very young. So she literally got divorced because she lost weight. I know another lady that is recently, I know that she got divorced because her husband was not helping her with the kids. That's it. There was no other reason. He was very big provider, always paid for everything. She was a stay-at-home mom. And getting divorced from a very boring husband is a very good reason, because if a woman is boring, what does men do? Men will never tolerate that, because men get bored very quickly. They want a lot of fun. They want this and they want that. So I'm not surprised she's getting divorced from a boring husband. No, because men do it all the time. And men don't even come up here and explain themselves to anybody. They just want.
And you would literally have to ask this lady, what do men consider what do men consider fun? Right? What do you consider to be fun for men? Because she's saying that, hey, well, all your men want to have fun. They want to have this. They want to have that. If you have a family, if you're working towards something, how much fun can you really have? How much fun could you truly have? Once again, guys hardly ever see their homeboys. There's a lot of men that hardly ever see their homeboys because they're constantly working. If they got a family, they're constantly providing for their family. So what fun do they really have? They're going to be some boring guys. They're going to be some boring guys. And the only people who leave out of relationships for unreconcilable differences are your women. And it's generally because I'm not happy. Man, a lot of times financial reasons, but one of your biggest reasons is because I'm not happy. So, hey, guess what? I want to go ahead and get rid of this relationship. When you look at Beyonce's mother, did she not divorce the second guy because she's saying she deserves something better, because she deserves a better man, or she felt like she deserves something better? And it's like, man, you are in your 70s. Relax. Sit down. Go to the beach. Shoot, go on a cruise or something. But dog, to still sit over here and have this type of mindset, and you see these type of mindsets in women who are in the 20s and the 30s. She's thinking like a young woman. And just because she's thinking like a young woman does not make it right whatsoever, because these same women who are divorcing in their 20s and 30s are just creating baggage on their own. All they're doing is just creating a bunch of baggage. You have another woman that we did a whole video on a month back, where she's literally divorcing her husband. And she's trying to get alimony, I believe, and like child support or whatnot, and try to get the man's retirement plan or something like that, like I think like military pension or something, because she just wanted to get out of the marriage. She just felt like she just wasn't happy in the marriage anymore. So hey, I'm gonna just throw my hands up and I'm gonna get out of here. But hey, because I can't even survive on my own, because I cannot survive on my own, I'm gonna need you to sit here and pay me some bread. Give me some alimony. Give me something. Give me child support. Give me something. I need something to be able to survive. So you want me to provide for your lifestyle because you want to get out of this marriage because you're just quote unquote unhappy? For what? For what?
Women on this app like crashing out because of how horrible like their ex-husbands are, their baby dads are, just like ruining their life and just, you know, making their life so difficult. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so horrible what those women are going through. And now I'm one of them. I filed for divorce 2 months ago. I've been trying to look for an apartment, and the places that I'm looking at, I need to make 3 times the rent to be able to rent them. And unfortunately, with my job, I'm a CNA. I don't make 3 times the rent. So I need a child support order to be able to add to my income so I can meet the requirement. And I've been trying to get into some sort of settlement with my soon-to-be ex-husband on that. And basically, he is blackmailing me, I guess. He wants me to sign away all rights I have to his military retirement. He is in the Army. He has been in for 18 years. He'll be retiring in 2 years. And I've been married to him the entire time. So The retirement's a marital asset, so I am entitled to part of it. We've been going back and forth and fighting about it, and I just can't take it anymore.
Now, as she said, hey, listen, I don't see no problem. But you don't ever see men being bored in a relationship or being bored in a marriage and just up and leaving. They deal with it. Now you're talking about a woman who is overweight. This is the issue that we have with women today. I literally saw a comment. I can't remember the comment fully, but the comment says, if you don't want me now, I'm gonna become the woman that you can never have, or something like that. And it's like, ma'am, why couldn't you be that while you were with me?
Applause to you in your glory. Ladies, but I have one question. Why does it take you until breaking up to become the best version of yourself? I see way too many women that get into a relationship, and then when they finally get out of that relationship, they finally turn into the version of themselves that either the person wanted or that they knew they could have been this entire time. Personally, I feel like that's fucked up, because my thing is, if you knew that you could have been that bad, why didn't you do it in the relationship?
Once again, men settle and allow their woman to pick up some weight, but it's like, okay, well, baby, you're going to have to go ahead and draw it back, start losing some weight. But nah, this is what they tell you, right? This is what they tell you. They tell you, accept me for who I am. But it's like, ma'am, that's not who you are. I didn't date you, man, when you were damn 300 pounds. I dated you when you were about 180. I dated you when you was about 200. Now you done picked up 100 pounds out of nowhere. And I'm not accepting you for who you are. You're trying to get me to accept you for what you have become. But this is the delusion of a lot of women, to say that, oh, well, I don't want to lose the weight, yada, yada, yada. But then when the guy says, okay, well, you're not attracted to me anymore, I'm moving on. Now all of a sudden, oh, well, he didn't want me when I was at my worst, so I'm a goddamn freaking lose all the weight. You're losing the weight at the wrong time, just so you can sit over here and try to get revenge on a guy, just so you can sit over here and try to make the guy feel bad. But once again, these are the women that are in our dating market today, and this is why most of your men today do not want to marry. This is why. This right here is why. Because we have women who say stuff like this. But let's go ahead and look at 2K destroy Jess.
That's it.
How can you be a 30-year-old and still don't understand men? If a man gets a boring woman, he will marry you. Because the best wives are boring.
Exactly.
Fun girls, like, what the fuck are you talking about? And she actually exposed Jess, because when Jess lost weight, she said, I now have a different type of caliber of man. This was like 30 seconds ago. That's what women think when they get the BBL, when they get the tummy tuck, when they get a lipo. Motherfucker, you better go to the gym and get on that regimen, because they are going to try to upgrade. Because respectfully, women are the ones that can't stand boredom. They are emotional junkies. They can't sit on their ass and just stay there and not do nothing. So,
because they're unlocking a new type of attention that they probably never received before. So the minute they're starting to get that attention, they're seeing different options. That's when women know that they have options, when they see when they're getting attention that they never received before. So when women are getting BBLs and they're receiving attention, they feel like they need the top tier man. Now, all of a sudden, the dudes from their neighborhood are no longer good to them. When women lose weight, the husband that they've been with that's probably overweight himself, because most men who I know who've married an overweight woman are kind of overweight themselves for the most part. And once they start losing weight, they're looking at their man like, you're not even attracted to me anymore. So, and they're getting attention from the outside. So I think it's more about attention. I think women get attention when they do these things, and that's what's making them feel like they should be able to.
They got something to do with it, but mostly it's
I
because
don't think that at all.
it's because women are stupid. Okay.
That ain't that either, too. 2K. It ain't that either.
It's definitely that. Okay, let me explain, because I really don't think that women should have the right to vote or the right to divorce, because y'all are the most easily manipulated people in the fucking world. Sure. Like in the Bible, chapter 1, this bitch talking to a fucking snake.
I mean, yeah. I mean, what do you think these businesses are doing? They cater towards women because they know women are very impressionable. They understand that women are very impressionable. So, hey, let's go ahead and try to sell to your women. Now they're going to go ahead and start incorporating big and tall for women. And I'm talking about not a separate store alone, because they don't want to feel like they're inclusive. They're going to go ahead and put it all in one store. So whereas your men We go to our, we used to go to our aisle. It would just be just clothes for your regular size men. I think there's a lot of stores right now that still only have clothes for your regular size men, right? Walmart, Target, right? All of these stores just have clothes for your regular men. But then you have to, let's just say you somebody like my size, you're somebody that's bigger. A lot of times you're going to have to go to big and tall. A lot of times you're going to have to go to a big and tall store. But for these women, they're saying that, hey, well, no, we don't want women to feel bad. We don't want women to feel upset. We want them to feel included. We don't want them to feel like, man, they're not as important as the other women, this, that, and the third. So they're going to go ahead and advertise a big section, a plus size section for your women in Targets and Walmarts. You just catering towards them. And then once you see how women are acting on TikTok, they're being influenced by other single women that don't even have anything to show for it, but they're being influenced and enticed by other women to destroy their marriage, to destroy their. Once again, I literally just showed y'all 2 women literally giving up marriage, giving up their whole life just because they weren't happy, just because they felt like they can go out and go get something better. And guess who was encouraging them to do that? Other women. Literally other women. And then you see other women in the comments saying the exact same thing. Oh, babe, I try to do the same thing. Oh, this how you want to do it. Oh, you didn't. No, so I could see why 2K is saying, well, they shouldn't even be able to divorce unless if they can give concrete proof that, hey, well, listen, this is grounds for divorce because he's doing this, he's putting hands here, he putting hands there. But they don't ever give them that. They can just simply say, well, I'm not happy anymore. It ain't been the same 10 years, so I'm ready to go ahead and just give it up. Okay. But these will be the same women that would then tell you and gaslight you and say, well, the woman that I was 10 years ago ain't the same woman I am now, so you can't sit over here and be dwelling on my past. Okay? So you saying that you changed? Okay, then cool. Okay. So you understand that change does happen over 10 years. You can change over 10 years. Okay. Well, it's going to be the same thing for a relationship. Good or bad is going to change. Now, of course, if you understand your role as a woman, understand your role as a man, it may change, but your love ain't going to change. You just getting deeper into your life and things around you will change and you just have to adapt to it. As you get older, you're going to have more responsibilities and more bills. Period. But guess what? Only women can sit here and say, well, no, I ain't happy anymore. It ain't been the same in 10 years. He's always working. He's always doing this because he's providing. They're not fresh out of college anymore, man, where y'all only have one bill to worry about and y'all can go out and go have fun and go splurge on the other stuff. You can't. But this is the hypocrisy that a lot of your women present.
And got manipulated out of the tree. Like, y'all just don't supposed to be making big decisions like that, because y'all be making decisions, first of all, based on temporary emotions, something like happiness. You will leave a nigga because you ain't happy. Like, y'all just ain't built to make the real decisions. Every time y'all make a real decision, you make the right one, you make the wrong one. You can pick the wrong nigga, you done pick the wrong guy, you done pick the wrong president. Every time y'all gear up and make a decision, it's the wrong one. And divorcing always be the wrong decision for y'all too, bro.
I agree.
I got 2 points I want to make. A lot of men think because they don't cheat that's enough. And when we talk about fulfilling relationships, it boils down to more than just not being a cheater. There are a lot of different fulfillments that women need, and I feel like sometimes men neglect that. So oftentimes women will try, and they just can't do it no more. And if you're not filling her cup emotionally, you expect her to still want to lay down with you. You expect her to still want to do X, Y, and Z when her cup is not full. To an extent, I'm not saying you got to completely kiss her ass, but at the same time, a portion of that does matter because you want her to make sure you good. Why can't you make sure she good?
2 things for you. Number 1, greed. That's all it sounds like. It's just greed. Well, you got to fill her cup up too. You got to do this. You got to do that. Ma'am, he's not going to be able to fulfill every single need. Number 2, this stuff goes without saying. If you are in a relationship, a man is going to be thinking about you, ma'am. That man is going to be thinking about you. But once again, as I stated before, as you get older, more responsibilities come about. So, and then also as you get older, your body starts to slow down. So you're not going to be the same young whippersnapper you was 10 years ago. You're not going to be the same whippersnapper that you was 5 years ago. Your body starts to break down, and more responsibilities that you have is going to be harder to get into the gym. It's going to be harder to be able to be as active as you want to be. Still doesn't mean you can't go to the gym. Still doesn't mean you can't go out here and go provide the way you should. You can't go out. It doesn't mean you can't go out here and go, go have fun the way you used to have. I mean, once again, it ain't going to be the same fun that you used to have. But at the end of the day, I guarantee you, most men think about their wives. Most men think about their girlfriend. And we understand that it ain't just about cheating. Oh, well, people think that just because they don't cheat, that's enough. Man, stop it. Once again, stop it. You're being disingenuous. You're saying shit that goes without saying, honestly. But this is what happens when your women don't really have a response. So they just got to make up a response. Well, y'all men think that no, men don't think that. Men don't think that. Only you think that because you don't have any other argument. Jess, women in general, you don't have any other argument. So you got to sit over here and say some shit that really doesn't make any sense. You're saying shit that does not matter. You're saying shit that's irrelevant.
Take her out on a date.
It's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. You know why? Because men pour from an empty cup all the time.
I'm not done talking, fatty.
Okay, Miss.
So that's one of the points I'm trying to make. Just not being a cheater, because a lot of men do cheat, but I'm just saying if you don't cheat, they think that's enough, and that's not always the case. My second point is I'm gonna just go from the standpoint of losing a lot of weight. When you lose a lot of weight, you see the world very differently. And who's to say that she didn't try to get her husband on track? Hey, love. Hey, baby. I also would love for you to slim down to get some of that weight up off of you. We don't know what the circumstances were around that.
He stayed down with your fat ass.
Completely different. Y'all, there was some men who might have got my attention.
He stayed down with your fat ass. See, y'all be wanting shit to happen on y'all time. When you were fat that whole fucking time, he was patient with you. He waited on you. He stayed with you. But now you got your shit together, nigga. Fuck you.
That is true. And he's the same thing with money. And it's the same thing with money. A man will be with the broke woman for 10 years. She goes to college, get her CNA, makes $100, and now all of a sudden, you better get your money up, nigga. Right? What the fuck is this? Like, what the hell is this?
That happens often. I have friends
y'all are traitors. Like, we go to the trenches with y'all. Y'all are broke. Y'all are fat.
I like that Fatty brought that up. I like Fatty brought up that example because I can give y'all another example. I can give y'all a real life example right now. Your girl cooking with Kaya. Cooking with Kaya. Cooking with Kaya. Cooking with Kaya.
Cooking with Kaya. Cooking with Kaya. Cooking with Kaya. Cooking with Kaya.
When she went off to that streamers university and she had a boyfriend, guess what happened? She done got juiced up so much that, hey man, listen, hey dude, hey, I can't constantly be around you. You always wanting to be around me. You're this, you're that. I mean, like, if I'm right here, I'm gonna need you to be right here with me or be above me. Now, come to find out, the guy was the one that was doing all of the damn deals. The guy was the one that was helping her get to where she needs to be. And because he got her where she needed to be, now all of a sudden she's on stream pretty much trashing this guy, allowing other men to smack her cheeks because she's up here and he's down here when he was the one who helped her get up there.
That would be embarrassing for you. Like, why would you stay with why would you cry for a she says she wants you to go get established and that she doesn't want to be in a relationship? Why would you literally cry? Okay? Like, y'all, I've never seen a man cry like that. And I'm not, men can cry. But it just got to the point where it's like, dang, like every time I tell you anything like that.
Now, if you guys didn't know, Zabron is a streamer. He's not like a really big streamer, but she was revealing to the public that, hey, yeah, at one point we were dating. It was sort of serious, but, he wasn't really getting it together and he wasn't really on my level. And at the same time, she's talking about that this dude is crying. I never seen a man cry like this before. I mean, what's going on with this guy? And then people started to basically check on Zabron And when Zay responded, he said this.
This is crazy because y'all don't even be knowing what y'all saying. And the fact that Shuri posted this is so crazy to me. Because the bookings she was getting, I was negotiating them bookings. I was bringing her in more money. The 20B1s, bro, she was going to do that 20B1 for $8K. Bro, I talked them up to $20,000, you know? I wanted her to go up, bro. I knew what she had going on. I knew she was going viral, and I wanted her to make the best out of it. See, me, I did slow down my life. I did. I stopped streaming. I fell in love, and yeah, I wanted to do it all the time. Okay, I'll admit that. But it's not like I was trying to slow her down, because at the end of the day, I was trying to push her too, but I just wasn't pushing myself. And I know that's where I messed up at. But at the same time, bro, she can't, like, come on now, bro. I was helping her make way more money than she knew. I was teaching her the game, bro. I've been in the game for a long time. She went viral for her face and what she do, of course. But I was in the background teaching her the game, bro. No cap. Y'all just be talking on this app.
What I learned about their relationship is I thought that Kaya blew up and he was just a boyfriend that got left behind. But the whole time I found out he was popping before she was. He was the one that put her on, gave her the game on everything. So now it low-key seemed like he put her on, she got bigger than him, and then she started talking crazy. That's what it kind of seemed like to me now.
This is ridiculous, people. But once again, shout out to Fatty, because all he is just doing is just stating a fact. All he is doing is just stating the fact, and y'all just saw the videos. So to sit here, right, to sit here and act like men are the ones who sit over here and leave women in the dust, that's cap. That's cap. That is cap. But once again, you just allow women to continue to talk. They will show their ass. They will show how hypocritical they are.
Whatever, temperament, all that shit. And we say, you know what? This is my baby. As soon as you get a little bit looking good, a little bit money, a little bit promotion, now my marriage is in danger because now you got a little bit better and you think you're not going to that shit is foul. And I guarantee you once again that once these women get traded when they get 40 years old by the younger model, they will come on the internet and complain, why are men changing and picking the 20-year-old over me?
Fed.
Because y'all, let me just wrap it up. It's because y'all are ruthless daters. The day that men become ruthless daters like y'all, none of y'all over 40 is going to get the men because we're going to pick the younger model.
Shannon Sharp. Oh, okay. So I got a question for the ladies. Does a man not cheating, is that enough? Is a man just not being a cheater enough?
It don't matter.
What ways do you need to be fulfilled in the relationship?
Period.
Oh my God.
It does not matter what a woman wants. A woman is going, let's be real. Women start to lose weight when they're ready to dish the nigga that they with. That's when they start doing it. That's when they start doing it.
Revenge body.
Women are not loyal. Women are loyal to their emotions. So the moment they stop liking that nigga, they out the door. That's just really what it is. On the flip side, I'm not done. On the flip side, I'm gonna say this. It really doesn't matter what a woman wants. Like all these red pill niggas get caught up in, oh, you gotta have money, you gotta have this, you gotta have that. If I like my woman to be like this, look, I don't care what we're doing as long as I get to do it with you. That's the level of attraction that she has to have for you. All that other shit don't matter. So what's really going on is when these bitches is fat, they're getting any man that they can settle for. And then once they're not fat no more, they're like, I don't want to settle. I ain't gonna settle no more. So now I'm about to
that is false.
No, that's exactly
right. It has to do with attention because women will literally sit there and leave their husband. It's not just because they lost weight. It's because they're getting attention from other men and they think that they can do better. And then the minute they go back outside of their marriage and date someone else, they're getting used and abused and tossed to the side because those men are not really trying to wife you. You were in a marriage and you left your marriage thinking that you can get better because you feel like you look better. That's
can I ask you a question? Shout out to this sister, Brittany Ellis. Shout out to Brittany Ellis because, guys, she's hitting it on the head. She's hitting it on the head. These women think that, you know what, hey, I can find something better. Here's a good example. We got Bobby Uloff or Adolf or however you want to say her name. However you want to say her name. She literally left her man. This guy is probably one of the best guys you don't want to leave. But she decided to end her whole marriage with this man that she had a child with to pretty much try to dipple and dab into the black culture. And now we see her making on a podcast with little TJ talking about, well, you know what, hey, I thought my mom was a bot because she had multiple kids. Now I'm about to be in that same situation.
And I was married and stuff. I thought I would be married forever, so I didn't think that I was having kids in a broken home, but it happened. I judged my mom a lot for doing that. She had 2 baby daddies, and I was like, you are a hoe. And then I got divorced, and if I have more kids, I'll have 2 baby daddies, and that's kind of crazy.
Nah, it's life. Don't think about it like that. I said it's life. Don't think about it like that. You tried.
I tried. I failed, but I tried.
You tried.
That's what matters.
You're gonna be a mother of 2 because you thought the grass was greener on the other side, and she just lost her podcast. Ma'am, what yo? Hey guys, listen. I just try to give proof. I just try to give proof and facts on all of these videos that I try to make. I try my best to. And here's some more proof.
Question, Brittany, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
What is more important for the modern woman in 2025? The attention of her husband or attention of 100 men on TikTok and IG?
Of course, the attention from social media. Absolutely. That's why so many women can be in a relationship and still post pictures of themselves looking scantily clad, because it's still attention. They're doing it for likes, and they're not doing it for themselves. They're doing it for the attention of other people. And most of the time it's for other men. Let's just be honest. Like, and women like attention. Most people like attention, but women like attention. We as women like attention.
Brittany,
Like,
so
it's not
from my observation, like of messing with women, there's never been a happy woman. Like I remember, listen. It started like this. I remember I used to cheat. I stopped cheating. Then I was broke. Then I started getting some money. Then they moved it. Well, you got to get more than money. You got to start pandering to my emotions. So it's like every time you fix a problem, they give you another one.
They move the goalposts.
Let's not act like you didn't ask her or tell her she had 3 months to get her body together. I'm sure you want her swinging from the chandelier. I'm sure you want your meal.
No, I don't. Listen,
so don't act like you're not getting this stuff.
No, it's not about that. No, it's not about that, right? 2K is not expecting his wife to cook better on year 5 than she cook on year 3, to look more attractive on year 7 than she look on year 4, to be better in bed on year 10 than she was on year 3. Y'all just can't stop asking for more. And the thing
that's
is,
it, bro.
And the thing is, you want to.
Well, if y'all didn't do it the first time, we'd be all right.
You wouldn't be all right. You would just replace that problem with something else.
Do one thing.
Hey,
Jess saying you single, huh, Jess?
No, she's not.
You real combative. She real combative. I don't even think she's trying to do it. I don't know.
AD, you know what's funny? I guarantee you that Jess, did you have the man when you were fat?
Oh, he for the
did you have when you lost? Like, did you leave him once you were losing weight?
You said what?
Did you have the man when you were fat?
Did I have a man when I was fat?
Yes.
Y'all, I was actually on.
He's getting humped on.
Oh, she's on! Stop!
Y'all don't remember Jess from Pop the Balloon, bro?
You got a phone call from a lawyer. Stop talking.
No, I didn't know she was on Pop the Balloon.
She was on Pop the Balloon.
She was on Pop the Balloon.
Yeah, that was
love.
Now I gotta go find it.
Look, she was big.
That is wild. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm looking at. I was always looking at Jess. I was like, she looks mad familiar. Like, she looks mad freaking familiar. But this dude 2K said she was on Pop the Balloon. I was like, damn, she was on Pop the Balloon. I don't remember the episode seeing her on there. Now that I'm thinking about it, I did a whole video on this chick. If I can freaking find the video, I don't know if I deleted it or not because they ain't do no views. But I did this thing. I did this video when Pop the Balloon first dropped. Right when Pop the Balloon first dropped, I remember doing a video on her, and I broke it down because she didn't like to be disrespected, but yet she did not mind disrespecting somebody else, talking about some taco meat. Oh, he got taco meat. Like I said, if I can find the video, I'm gonna put it up here so y'all can see who Jess really was, man. And she was a big girl with her knock knee ass. Now that I know what she really looked like, it's like, oh nah, baby girl. Oh no, baby girl, Jess, man, Jess. Well, you funny, man. You funny for that, man. Shout out to 2K, man, because I didn't even think of that. And then I remember, I was just thinking, I was like, oh snap, that cannot be the girl who's over here talking about somebody having taco meat all out. Like I said, I'm gonna see if I can put the video up here, but this is wild, right? This is wild, but I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here, man, just so we can go ahead and let's just talk about it, right? Let's just talk about it for a hot second. The fact that a lot of your women are willing to just divorce you simply because they're not happy. And that could be a range of anything. And then and as 2K said, bro, y'all moving the goalposts. If one thing don't make you happy, another thing will. And if that thing, and if I start to do that, that ain't gonna make you happy. So then you're gonna shift over here. You're gonna shift over here. You're gonna shift over here. It's a moving pendulum. And then you're gonna sit over here and expect a man to try to keep up with that, bro. Come on, man. No. And this is what your women are like. Your women are hypergamous. Your women always want to have something of value. They always want to have somebody of status, and they always have to be doing something. Right? They always have to. It's like you give them too much attention, they complain, and they say, well, he always around me. I mean, I just need my space. You don't give her enough attention, then it's, oh my gosh, he's never around me. He's never kicking it with us. He's always working. But it's like, okay, well, man, but you said you wanted money. So in order for me to be able to give you money, in order for me to be able to take care of you, I got to go out and work. But that still ain't good enough. So, hey, man, look, shout out to 2K, man. Shout out to 2K. Shout out to this whole panel. But this is wild, right? This right here is wild. And surprisingly, a lot of sisters on that panel, man, was really at the man's defense, So look, guys, do me a huge favor, man. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel. Y'all let me know down below. What do you guys think?